Hey guys, Keen here. Hoo hoo hoo! We did it. 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 Sub 16. It's real. It happened. After, it only took 202 attempts. But it's an actual thing now. And it's probably one of the hardest things I've done. Not even gonna lie, it has not been. It's not easy. It's not easy. And it can be improved upon. 100% can be improved upon. This isn't the cleanest run, but it's definitely a big thing. The majority of my runs actually end in 1-1. I think like 80% or something like that end in 1-1. That jump is ridiculous. The one to get to the elevator, absolutely ridiculous. And I've been trying to get faster and faster at it, so that it's more muscle memory rather than actually setting up. If you look at some of my older runs, you see that I go and I grab that, the little escalator, treadmill, little thing, the little thing on the ground, that little thing. I grab that and I kind of like line it up in a specific place and then make the jump across and then line up the corner and then jump it, and like that's cool, right? I feel like that's a great way to do it. You're basically guaranteed to make the jump if you just line it up and jump in the same place. But when you're trying to push the time down, there's just not enough hours in the day, right? Not enough hours in the day to line things up correctly. So you kind of just have to fling it and get something that starts working. And I learned a new cool movement thing with Mo using the little pad thing. I don't know what they're called. Escalators? Conveyor belt. It's like a conveyor belt. It's a conveyor belt. What am I thinking? It's a conveyor belt. If you pull it back and jump parallel to the ground, Mo kind of just like skates across the ground a little bit. And then if you just like jump immediately after, you kind of just boop, you kind of just boop into the air. And I don't know. I don't know if it actually gives you any more distance. It looks nice, right? It looks clean. But I don't know. To me, it feels like I'm getting a little extra boop. And we take as much boop as we can get. We're starting out. Nothing to really talk about in the first little part. You can see I'm a little bit sloppy because, the aim of the game, right, is to go fast. I've swapped to using D-pad and pipes, so you see I don't do a jump to the ceiling right here, because switching from doing jumps with the analog stick and using the D-pad, I wasn't really comfortable with that yet. So I kind of like now have switched back to moving with analog. It's a very weird thing, but Mo actually moves faster while using the D-pad. If you're using controller, if you're using keyboard, it doesn't affect you because you have like a single input. It doesn't go diagonal unless you click two inputs at once, right? But for controller, analog stick is not accurate in going in a straight line, at least in pipes, and you actually slow yourself down by doing it. So, I have 400 hours in the game, and I didn't even realize that you could move Mo with the D-pad until, like, yesterday. I was looking for things like putting a keyboard onto the ground with a couple of keys on it that I could press. This is super clean right there. That's what I was talking about. Go back and watch it if you missed it. It looks weird, but so fast. Very, very happy with that. This is a section I've been practicing for a bit. We made it to the elevator at almost I think like the fastest time I've ever made it to, which is great. Going into this, like we're 4 seconds ahead right now, which is a really, really nice look. Currently, my PB was 16:04, so 4 seconds ahead. That's, it's technically sub 16, right? We're gonna jump over and go through this pipe, again using the D-pad to move swiftly through those pipes. You gotta have good pipe. If you don't have good pipe, you're doing it to yourself, right? You're just losing it for yourself. don't know if I've already said this, but like literally, this has been an ordeal. Okay? I go to bed at night imagining chapter 1. And you guys already know I do not like chapter 1. But after doing it so many times, I've realized something about chapter 1. It is probably the best place to hone Mo's skills. Doing chapter 1 fast means you know what you can and cannot do with Mo. Because you were limited to just walking or plopping, like squishing around, and jumps. And that's it. That's all you get. One jump, make it count. There's no double jump to save you. You just go straight in there and you get it done. And if you can do chapter 1 super quickly, it will help overall. When I've gone in to do other things, like after doing chapter 1 practice, and I go in to do some other things, look for some different skips, try out some new techniques. I've been trying like pause jumps over like huge gaps. There's not too many of them in the game, but I've been trying to like find anywhere that they'd be really useful to save a lot of time. And just moving throughout the level to get there, you know, I just feel quicker. Just simply faster at moving Mo around. So you do a little corner boost right there to get a little more distance to make it across. Really, most of the stuff is exactly the same as previous runs. I haven't really changed much. It's just moving faster, right? You're just trying to move across the ground as fast as you possibly can. Trying to make sure you stay as parallel as possible and you get Mo's close to like full distance out of it. For right there, we just jumped 3 times. If you angle it correctly, you can make your last jump land you on this conveyor belt, right? Conveyor belt. Here, we're gonna not move that block too far over. Make it a little close. So then we don't stay on the ground a long time, we're able to get up to him. Instead of trying to make the jump from here, what we do is we go to the roof so we can easily get on top of there so we don't end up missing that or clipping it. This guy right here kind of baits a bit, which I wasn't really happy about. I was looking for him to be like facing me, but again, cycles through that whole section were a little bit off, and I'm not sure why, but it was just a little bit weird. We lost like a second there, just because things were a little bit we do have a new skip. This little boop right here, little yoink up there, was like I said, I've been looking for different skips and stuff like that, practicing with pause jumps, and I went there and I saw that I could, you know, use them to get over those blocks. 1 second, that sketch, as we had to reposition right here and hop up. And I've been doing this section a little bit differently because I've been having trouble with it. But as I was saying before, I was going for like a pause jump over that and then realized that I could just like walk up to it and jump up, which is really cool, and it makes it a little more, you know, a little easier for me to handle. Now, with this little setup that I'm doing right here, compared to what we were previously doing, from what I can tell, there's literally no time saved, no time lost. They're exactly the same amount of time, maybe like milliseconds, right? We missed his head, which is a little unfortunate, but nothing bad came out of it. So a little time lost, you know, but at the end of the day, we still made it. Right there, I probably could have made a little further jump to the ceiling, but we got through. And we didn't bonk on that guy, so that was nice. So you see, I caught each one of those corners, which frustrates me. But I was slightly a little back on the button when I made the initial jump. If I pushed a little bit farther forward, which what I should have done, I would have landed on each one of the tops and been able to just like scoot across. But fat time save. Fat time save. And a gold, which is nuts. 1544 some. Now, with the, I mean, I say, like, the realization, I should say realization, not like with the discovery, because like everyone I assume knew this besides me, that Mo could, you know, use the D-pad. But I've been able to make a faster cycle with one of these areas. Wasn't able to do it here because it was a little bit sloppy getting up here. But if you make it up there before that thing originally spins around, you can get in this room and make it up before that little thing that we're following, before the hot box gets to the top, and make it a cycle earlier, which would definitely be a time save in this section. 100% time save in this section. I've hit it before, but you know, 200 attempts, that's the sum of best, and trying to get, you know, all golds in one run is, you know, tough. It's hard to hit that perfect line in a single run. I reset a lot of times. Through this last little section, kinda was playing it a bit safe. Could have probably been a bit faster, but I'm glad that I took my time because we did make a few mistakes. Right here, I tried to speed up to make sure I got this, and then I didn't want to risk going for that second one because I knew if I just waited, yeah, I might be a little slower, but I wouldn't die, and dying would lose me more time. So right here, I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought I had the jump over it, but apparently not. I should have just angled a little bit better. I mean, I was nervous as. You go into 1-5, 14 seconds ahead, and you know you have sub 16, you know, in your hands. It's there. So you can see I'm a little flustered, not even gonna lie. But I was trying to, you know, keep my emotions in check and finish, because I've been here before, like, you know, 7 seconds ahead, 8 seconds ahead, and just threw it into the wind. Mostly at the little spiders at the end because they're dumb, okay? Those guys are dumb, and they be shooting green stuff on platforms you can't even see, that aren't even in frame, and you jump down on top of them, and what happens? Green stuff, you're dead, run gone. But I'm not salty about it, right? I'm not salty about it at all. Not in the slightest. So, I mean, there's not much to say about this section right here. If someone can do this part, I wish there was just a skip for this. It's just annoying. So we're coming through. I try to line myself up right here to make sure I don't die. We don't get the, you know, the full skip through it, but we got a nice backup. And for here, I saw the guy down below was blocking it, and then I saw there was a green boy down below on that one, so I opted to go up top. That section, I feel you need, like, when entering there, you need to be ready to freestyle it. You can always start the same way, but whether or not you immediately go down and across, or you go up and then decide to go down or up, you have to be able to do that at the drop of a hat. Drop of a hat? Snap of a dime? No. Forget what I just said. You need to be able to do that. I feel like that section is real. It's a lot harder than it looks. Now, this section, on the other hand, is not as hard as it looks. I take my time on this every single time. I never rush the jumps. It's not worth missing the jumps. There's no reason to rush the jumps. You're not going to save any time by getting on the heads faster. Most of the boss fights are scripted. Just go do it the proper way. Never have to worry about it. There's been a glitch, which I'm still mad about, because I literally saw a run that was super fire get destroyed by the boss just soft locking. It just became unresponsive. Was just like, I don't really want to do this fight. And that's dumb, right? That's not the runner's fault. That's the game's fault. And I don't know why it happens. It hasn't happened to me, thankfully, and hopefully it's not something that persists. I haven't seen many glitches like that in the game. There's been 3 glitches that I've seen, and none have actually happened to me. And I'm happy about that. 2, one was like a clone not spawning in 1.5. The other was a clone spawning but being unresponsive in 2.4. The one with the zombies you gotta climb up, and the 2 crane puzzles. I forget which area that is. It's like 2.4 or 2.5. And then a soft lock on the boss, which the soft lock on the boss is probably the worst out of all those. Like, the others are kind of annoying, right? But soft lock on the boss just isn't fair. That was the run. I tried to commentate as best I could, but we've seen this run so many times, and there really wasn't anything new in the run. It was just done speedy. It was Speedy Boy. I said I wasn't gonna upload another run until I hit something big, right? Until I hit that sub 16, and that was 2 days ago. I did not expect to do it this soon. But that was it. 15:54. 10 seconds above some, but that's like 10 seconds under my PB. And a 10-second PB, especially on Chapter 1, is fat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there was a few mistakes here and there and some slight hesitations, but Chapter 1 is really, really tough. I think I might be a little bit Chapter 1'd out. Did like 130 attempts for Chapter 1 in the past few days. And I mean, I've probably done like close to like 150 in the past week. But it's actually helped me to be able to understand how to move Mo. And I feel like that's key. Never would I have thought that a time like that was even possible. And to know that it can go even faster is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, I'm going to bed a happy boy. I'll tell you that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is like something that I wanted to do, and you know, got it done. I'm ready to slam some other chapters. You know, I'm ready to break the game. Like, let's break the entire game and get that run down so low that when speedrun mode comes out, the run's so short that like thousands of people just flock to doing the game, and then they finally realize how like hard playing Mo is, because it's not easy. I mean, it's easy, right? But it's like not. I mean, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, night, evening. I think those two are the same things. Wherever you are, I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck on your next speed run. We started streaming again a little bit. Twitch.tv/itskeen. Come check us out. Come hang out. Come say hi. Would really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you next time.